I'm going to start the show here because we've got a good show. I'm going to start with Jane Anderson. Now, Jane, I'd printed... Janie. I'm sorry, Janie. You know, my grandmother was named Janie.
Oh, really?
Janie Catherine. So, but she didn't spell it like you did. She spells it Janye.
Yes.
And that's such a nice, pretty, old-fashioned way to do it. But I have her on the show today, and it's JanieAnderson.com, where you can see all her work. And she is an actress. She was an interior designer for many years. But we're going to be talking today, so let's just talk.
Okay, I'm for that.
Because we had such a good time talking on the phone.
Oh, we did. It was great.
You were referred by Ashley Ray.
Oh.
Who's a doll. She's going to be coming in September.
Oh, good.
She's real funny. She's the Daisy woman.
Oh, yeah. She and I have done a couple of things together, and she's a hoot.
Yes.
A hoot. Yeah. So.
But she said, you've got to have Janie on your show. And we talked on the phone, and you've got a real inspiring story. I mean, you've been done a lot of film work here recently, but you got your start back in stage, and I want you to tell the people how you evolved into what you're doing, because it's a good, inspiring story.
How far back do you want me to go? We could be here. How long do I have? Actually, my niece and I started a greeting card company several years ago. My niece now is only 7 years younger than I am, so we're both old broads, okay?
From Arkansas.
No. And from that evolved a play. Can I say it on? I know you can't say it on television.
Isn't it Nipples in the Wind?
No. Nipples to the Wind. When you go in the wind, you get a porno site.
Oh, okay. It's Nipples to
the wind.
Okay.
And this full-length play developed from these two characters, but then it ended up being, we each played 7 different characters. And I never knew that I could act, ever. We had the greeting card company, loving doing it, and then one day Paula said, my niece Paula Coco said, we're going to, I'm supposed to bring this further, sorry. We're going to do a play. And I said, oh, okay. And then she wrote the play, and she said, now we're going to premiere the play next April in 2006. And I said, oh, okay, so now I need to learn how to act. So
I like that.
I was never intimidated, which
it's kind of like
really,
doing a radio show. Now I need to know.
I need to know how to do that. So I was well in my upper 50s when this happened, and it just evolved. And it turned out that some people think I'm very good at it as a character actress. I know that I absolutely love it. Mm-hmm. I love doing it. And it is my passion. I finally found my passion after doing so many different things my entire life. From interior design, which is the artistic bent, to a holistic practitioner, which is not really holistic, creative, even though it is in a way.
But it was helping people.
But it was helping people. And now I'm just loving my life. I've never been so happy doing what I'm doing in my life. And I owe it to my wonderful niece, Paula Coco.
And so you toured with this group for 2 years, right?
We did. We produced the play. We played all over the country for 2 years. Mm-hmm. We had groups of women coming from different states to see our play.
You had your own cult following.
We had our cult, yeah. We were kind of a cult play.
And you were really popular in the gay community, right?
The gay community loves us. They loved our greeting cards, and they also love the play.
Nothing like Mom.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly. And my daughter is quite amazing. She was kind of embarrassed at first, but now she loves the fact that her mom's an actress.
But you got involved in community theater here in Dallas, and that's one of the things that we talked about. You know, the point of what we're going to talk about really is don't be afraid to, I remember being, 6th grade and going, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be an actress. And I think there's a lot of young people that even think that now, but reality hits or you have responsibilities and stuff. So at our age, you do have that ability sometimes, if you're lucky and you got the unemployment benefit, that if you ever really desire to do something like that that's creative, whether it be an artist, but especially acting, there are some venues. And you studied with
Catherine Hart
here in Dallas.
She's amazing. Heart and Soul Studio. I recommend her all the time to people who are just starting out who want to learn how to act. Mm-hmm. She is amazing. She's great with adults. She's wonderful with children.
And don't you think an older woman, there are, I mean, there's commercial work, there's regular film work, because I mean, you know, it's not a world just full of young people in the demographic. They're really trying to hit the older. So I'm not trying to build you any competition out there, but I'm just telling you, there is opportunity. Certainly you've got to be talented.
Well, the thing about it is, here in Dallas, there is an amazing talent pool of older actresses and actors as well. And the joy of doing it at this age is that you really can get some meaty parts, some really good parts that mean something, instead of being all pretty and blonde and 5'10".
And then making you ugly so that you look like the part.
Exactly. Yeah, and I don't care. It's like, well, you know, in fact, I'm looking at this, and the lighting here, this sucks. You know, no. Just kidding.
It's radio with TV cameras.
I know.
Yeah, but it is HD.
Well, then there you go. It's all that's solved.
Just throw a little water on your face. But
Yes.
So you studied and you worked with some community theaters, and you inspire people that's out there.
Exactly.
And then you have an agent too.
I do.
And how did your agent find you, or did you find them, or?
Well, actually, I was taking a workshop by a very famous playwright, Del Shore. I don't know. He has a pretty much cult following as well. Southern Baptist Sissies, Sordid Lives. He's done a lot of things. He gives workshops here in Dallas from time to time, and I was participating in one, and I performed a particular piece with another actress, and my talent agent was out there. Can I say names or not?
Yeah.
Linda McAllister, who is the best. She saw me, and rest is history.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah,
I mean, because I know that when I was younger, you know, there's a lot of people out there that'll tell you and buy the kit, buy the headshots, and then they don't do anything for you.
Oh, she does. She absolutely does. And you're right. You do need the headshots and all that. But the thing is, when you have a dream, a passion, it's in your heart, and thinking about it just sends chills through your body. You know that is what you're meant to do. And that's what acting did for me, and I suppose that's why I was never intimidated at the prospect of doing that performing in front of thousands of people. Well, I haven't done thousands, but hundreds of people.
Millions of people.
Well, one of these days. But it was like I was supposed to be doing it, and
That's the way I felt like with radio hosting. It lit me a fire, and I went, this is it?
I know. It's
This
awesome.
is it.
It really is great.
How do I feed this craving that I have?
Yes.
And I have others do it with me. Okay.
Yeah.
And you've brought a piece here that is a character. Now, we're not on the stage. So you don't have the benefit of all the props and all the makeup that you would use, but it is a character, one of your favorite characters that you did with the nipples to the wind.
Right.
And you're going to recreate that a little bit and give people a sampling of your professional or interpretive reading, or whatever we call it. And so I'm going to let people kind of think about this and listen to your words. I know we got the camera, but she's going to put some character on here.
Well,
and
yes.
give us a little. You're going to give us a little set us up here.
I will. This character, her name is Mavis, and she was writing her Christmas newsletter for her family, dysfunctional family. So I'm going to actually do it as though it's not. So if somebody tunes in late, and they're going to say, "Christmas, what are you talking about?" This is
a Christmas letter.
It's a Christmas letter. So I am Mavis. Dear family and friends, well, it's that time of year again when I stop and catch my breath and compose the annual Billings family newsletter. And oh, what a banner year it has been. Our son Stephen landed his first job as an assistant in inventory at the 99-cent store. There is such potential for advancement that he will surely be promoted in 6 to 12 months. He always said that he wanted to be in management by the time he was 30, and this could put him a full year ahead of schedule. Oh, and I am most enjoying taking advantage of the discount. And our Sandra Sue. She's back home with us now with her children, Axel Jr. and Crystal from her first marriage, and Butch, Greta, and Mickey from her second marriage to Austin. And the new baby, Daisy, is as cute as a button. Oh, Daisy's father, David, and Sandra Sue had planned on tying the knot before Daisy was born, but since Sandra Sue's divorce from Austin wasn't final yet, Mother Nature beat them to the punch. all's well that ends well, though. David ended up reconciling with his wife, so at least there were no legal matters to deal with. Well, if it wasn't for the restraining order, Sandra Sue could have avoided court altogether. And speaking of the law, our youngest daughter, Tammy, was released from juvenile detention a full 60 days earlier than anticipated, thanks to her attorney, Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer. She now has a clean slate. Oh, and a pure heart. Tammy just came to me last spring and said, Mama, I want to be born again. Well, my initial reaction was, ouch. But then she explained how she had been washed in the blood of the Lamb and had joined the Mount Zion non-denominational, joyous praise, holy memorialistic community ministry Bethel. She now spends her days going door to door to witness. And that is where she met Hugh. He has joined the church, and they have cured him from his homosexual disease. For the third time. He and Tammy are getting married in February. Isn't that just too romantic? Well, Hugh has already picked out her dress, and he's currently helping me with mine. As it turns out, Hugh and me have the same signature color, ginger blush. Oh, he has such an eye for things like that. Oh, and I know the whole family is just crazy about Hugh because they're planning a very nice Christmas present for him. I heard them say that they are all going in together to get him a revolving door for his closet. Can you imagine that? Well, at this time, I want to take the opportunity to thank all of you for your support. It'll be at least 12 years before Roger is eligible for parole, but I'm not bitter. While in my heart I do believe him when he said he thought she was at least 21, I have made the decision nonetheless to go on with my life. Well, especially while I still have my looks. So wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, and remember to spay and neuter your pets. Love, Mavis.
I like that.
It's a little theatrical for this, but
Yes, but that's the whole part. It's theater.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've started getting some film.
I've been getting some film. Yeah.
And so you're going to be doing be starting on a new film here pretty soon.
I am. I think we're going to be filming in September. And
Can you give us any info, or is it secret?
Oh no, it's called Ashes.
Ashes to the Wind.
He may want to change that. That's good. I do have a small part, but it's a quite meaty part, so I'm very excited about that.
Okay.
And I've done a few industrial, so it's slow coming, but I've started to focus on that, and I haven't really been doing theater because I want to focus on my film.
And so, but you inspire people that don't give up and just listen to that muse that goes in your heart.
Oh, I want to inspire people. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, and one of the reasons I'm here on this planet, so to speak, is to help people understand that don't give up. Follow your dream.
Even if it's to be what your childhood dream was.
It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, if it's fixing cars or what, if that's feed your soul, then that's what you need to do.
Well, I know we've talked a little bit about, I've been talking about having, I would love to have a show called Old Broad Radio.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I'm so on that.
And
Sign me up.
Yeah, I think it would be funny.
I think it would be very
funny. And
very.
The people, some funny people. So
do.
I look forward to collaborating with you some more.
Very good.
And thank you for coming on the show.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you for having me. This was delightful, and it's great meeting you. And
we're going to have you back, though.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I look forward to it.
When I get some video, too.
I will work on that.
Okay.
I'll work.
Well,
and on my social sites, too. They were talking about who's twit or something.
Oh, and you do have Twitter?
I have Twitter. And
the good thing about the way you spell your name is nobody's got it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Janie,
so there's a reason for that, right?
Janye Anderson.
S-O-N.
And I think I've got a way for you to be contacted. How would people get a hold of you if they wanted to get a hold of you? Through the agency or directly?
Well, probably directly.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's Janie, Janye, at JanieAnderson.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you've got a play or you did a production, or if you see that she actually did Granny with the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
You know, and I bet that was funny.
Oh my God.
And you're going to tell us when your next show is.
I will definitely do that.
Okay.